some random thoughts running through my mind like the clouds in the sky, the jet streams. Not everything is as it seems. When you understand the energetics behind a woman and man, you realize all the real lies that they patronized you with to keep you in a low vibration, subjugation, oppressive type shit. Fidelity in relationship with just the vows between the man and woman's lips. No state to intervene or exist within it. And yet, it can be broken. Because a vow of thigh don't mean shit if it's not legitimate. So what makes it legitimate? The true intentions, the truth of it. Words are just words, but if your actions don't back it, then you're full of shit. So one can run their mouth and falsely accuse their faithful lover of being promiscuous by the implication that the seed she was carrying was not of his. Until the DNA test, which every man has the right to get, and I highly suggest that every man do it. But in my particular case, I was, come to find out later on, made this sound like a fucking whore. And the shame and disgrace on that man's face with the picture that they did take and included in the file after they swabbed his fake smile. 99.999999998. You are the father. Well, at least sperm donor. Because you can forgive and forget, right? And continue forward. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So the shame ended up being on me, unfortunately. That's just the way it worked out when the second child came about and he disappeared. And probably said I was some kind of a whore, and with his mother conspiring to say that he was in another state far, far away. And that was all proven false by a newspaper, police report, and the fucking reality that I'm not a damn lying whore. Continued on. I mean, by we, myself and my seeds. Which the second was also determined to be 99.9999998. That he is, again, the father. Go figure. Again, sperm donor, because, that's just the reality of it. You know, the fake soulmates, So it took a long time. And I stayed chaste, celibate, in fact, for over 7 years. And yet, while I was in that chaste state, I came to realize that it was as though I had a big red scarlet letter embroidered, not on my bosom, but on my forehead, because I wasn't showing anything that I could be accused of, seducing anyone. My behavior wasn't acting any kind of foul way. But what was at play was the lust that existed in all of these quote-unquote godly men who were supposed to be my quote-unquote brethren. What a sad, sad shame to realize that I was continually being defamed, and yet the loophole was my willing participation in subjecting myself to something that was outside of myself, putting my, confidence or safety, we can say that, feeling safe enough to feel like I was among family, not realizing that I was surrounded by predators who targeted single women, labeling them as weak, among many other vile and wicked things that I will not agree with or speak, because they're all goddamn lies out of goddamn hypocrites who never give a shit about us, but would have the audacity to not only falsely accuse a celibate woman, single mother, of being some type of a whore or homewrecker. How fucking dare anybody have the audacity to sit in a seat of judgment and condemnation based on their own lustful veracity and predict that bullshit on me while I'm walking around looking like I'm wearing a burlap sack? You see, it doesn't matter if my hair is covered or not, or if they could see my bare arms or my ankles. Always being so mindful of not giving an offense for my brother to stumble. So I didn't want to be provocative in any kind of way, honoring the Most High and His word. So I would say, it's how I would live. Coming to find out that they were tricking me into giving my power away, my sacred, sacral creative energy. They would vamp off of me, leaving me depleted and poor while they took everything. No more. No more. This is actually my body, and I hold sovereignty. And if I choose to break my celibacy, what the fuck business is it of yours, frenemy? Talking shit about a woman who waited as a lady and have the audacity to try to preach at me because my embracing my authenticity and hating myself no more is a stench and an offense unto thee? You fucking hypocrites. You fucking hypocrites. Because perfect love casts out fear. But you sure as hell should be full of fear if you think to twist these words into taking what was never yours. It's called full disclosure and informed consent is a prerequisite. Or you could say hello to my little friend. And that's spiritually. Yes, I'm a sniper, a marksman, and it doesn't take a second time for me to begin again because I'm not rash in any judgment that I actually am justified to call down because I can be trusted. I trust myself. And no more will any man, woman, child, or entity have dominion over me. So mind your fucking business. Who you think I may or may not be kissing. If you got a wife, go fuck her. Go fuck her good. And cleanse your own filthy conscience as you should. Bye-bye.